Hello my beautiful ducks and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, it's been a while, I admit. It's been a few weeks since my last video went up and I don't know, I feel like the whole reason behind that is probably this video, which is just, I don't know, let me explain myself. So this video is a little bit different. A few months ago, I was invited on Instagram by Erin with a Y to join her group collaboration where she wanted to turn Mount Komorebi and San Myshuno into 100% Japanese inspired builds. And I immediately loved the idea. I think it's so clever. I love like the Mount Komorebi world. I just think it's gorgeous, and taking San Myshuno and making it Japanese just sounded like a really awesome concept to me. Even though I know nothing about Japanese culture, that's the disclaimer for this video and this voiceover. I know nothing about Japanese culture, Japanese architecture, Japanese interior design. I just went with like stereotypical ideas of what I imagine Japanese interiors to be. I don't know. Anyway, so she very kindly invited me to be a part of this collab, and first and foremost, I need to say, if you don't know who Erin with a Y is, you need to change that. She is the nicest, most supportive, like, she's the best collaborator I've really come across in group collabs on Instagram. She is just so organized. She's so great at sort of getting everyone where they need to be, posting like inspo pics, and she's just wonderful. Like, I've been in 3 of her collabs now. I'm pretty sure 3, at least definitely 2. And like, I just feel that her collabs are perfect. You know, you've got this pool of just amazing talent. She always picks the best creators, but she also doesn't pick the same ones every time, which I think is fabulous. Like, there's always a mixture of people that get invited to her collabs. So although I've done 2, maybe 3, she's done a lot more than that, and every time one comes out, I'm so like apprehensive and so excited to see how it turns out, because guaranteed it's going to be incredible. Anyway, so she did invite me to this collaboration, and not gonna lie, I was pooping a fat log because I know nothing about Japanese culture. Like, I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Japanese version from the 90s when I was like 12, and that's about as far as my Japanese interior designed brain goes. Which isn't very far, you know. I kind of like, I miss that whole anime manga period. Like, I don't really know much about Japanese culture or art or design or anything. So when Snowy Escape was first announced, I was like apprehensive, excited, but also dreading the fact that I would have to then build with this beautiful traditional style and just not have a clue. And that sounds really bad. Like, honestly, it's so ignorant of me. But in doing this collaboration, it forced me out of my suburban home for your grandma or your grandpa kind of ditch that I was in, and it opened up my eyes to a whole new architectural style. And I think that's probably the best thing about these collaborations and just building in The Sims 4 for an audience in general. It sort of pushes you out of your comfort zone. So if you're like me and all you ever build is suburban homes or like English homes, then doing something that's Japanese is like the complete other end of the spectrum. So for me, this build was all about just teaching myself about a whole new culture, about a whole new country, and I really enjoyed this collaboration. Now, I will also say that if you would like to know more about this collaboration, I mean, at this point, it's been out since like the beginning of September. That's how far behind I am in my videos, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But basically, there is a save file overview video which Erin really kindly put together, where you can see everyone's build from an exterior point of view, and she's linked all of the creators in the description. So once you finish watching my video, do head down to the description box, paste that link into your browser, and check out everyone else's builds, because I can 100% guarantee you they're better than mine. I'm just saying, I mean, I am definitely a gloomy sim, and self-deprecating jokes is my thing, so yeah, everyone's builds are 100% better than mine. But let's talk about this build for now, since I did build it and this is my video. But I had an idea in my head that the sims that live in this apartment are really into like design, interior design. I use loads of objects from the Dream Home Decorator pack, as well as Snowy Escape, because that just made sense to me. Like, that pack is based around Japanese architecture and furniture, so I had to use it. There was no other reason why. So it is quite modern and it's very sleek. Like, I really love building cluttered and realistic homes where, you know, all the surfaces are filled and covered with decorative objects. But with this build, I really held back on doing that. And I think in the end, although it kind of looks quite sparsely decorated, I really enjoy how this looks. It's really modern, contemporary, but I still wanted to give it a kind of obvious style that someone from Japan lives in this apartment. So I did go through the Snowy Escape debug pack, and I pulled out some like shrine pieces, sized them down, put them in the bedroom, so it kind of looked like the Sims that live in this house, although they are maybe more modern and not so much interested in like the Shinto religion of the Japanese culture. Maybe they're a bit more modern, but there is that element of heritage, which I think is really important in the Japanese culture, at least from what I sort of Googled and researched about it. It felt like the Japanese culture is very much about honoring your ancestors, and I really wanted to bring that to life in this build, so I used a lot of the beautiful artwork which came with that pack as well. And the Dream Home Decorator kit was just perfect for this build, because I feel like in Japanese apartments, when I was researching, modular furniture is everywhere. You know, this sort of tiny living minimalist kind of style is just rampant in these cities in like Tokyo in Japan, so I had to bring that into this build. And although it's quite a light color scheme, I did want to bring in color from the furnishing, so I used bright rugs, and I went ahead and used a lot of awesome bright plants and pots and things like that, just to add some color to what would typically be quite a sterile apartment. But I don't know, I hope that you guys like this video. Like I said, I don't know anything about Japanese culture, so please let me know in the comments what you thought of this build. And yeah, that's all I really have to say today. I struggled with getting this video out just because I didn't know how to do the voiceover, so I've tackled it today. Hopefully it comes out all right. I do have some videos scheduled in the pipeline that will be coming out soon, going back to my suburban English roots, I think. But like I said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!